impossible, you're giving up. I would never see it like a sucker punch. Lonely Stone seems to free his mind tonight. I don't see the light, I don't wanna fight, I don't want the drama. I just want to smoke all my marijuana. Maybe half a blunt will buy you, then I'm over 1, 2. I hope you think that's cool. I hope you think that's cool. Oh, you don't think that's cool? Lonely Stone seems to free her mind tonight. She don't see the light, she don't wanna fight, she don't want the drama. She just wants to smoke all the marijuana. Maybe half a blunt will buy me, then she gon' turn around and break it down and roll up 3. And that's fine with me. And I'm hoping eventually to be late night, all night, smoking on that petrol. Late night, all night, I don't wanna be alone. Late night, all night, smoking on that petrol. Late night, all night, you don't wanna be alone. Late night, all night, smoking on that petrol. Late night, all night, now we're finally in the zone.
Doped out of my gourd.
What's up, guys? It's your boy, Stoned Chakra, and I'm back with another episode of Getting High with Stoned Chakra. I'm just out here, guys. Almost didn't make it. I don't know what's going on today. I just feel off. Didn't feel quite right today, but we get up anyway. Still running low, so probably gonna keep this a short stream, just a 420 countdown, then I'll probably bounce out.
Change the name of the game. If you wanna spend the same, get the fuck on. Adapt or die, but you can't fly, so you better sing your swan song. You know I got my wings, and I don't get it from Red Bull.
Your boy's running low. Hey there, big guy. Sun's getting real low. That's what it's like. I think I got one more dab left. Let's see. This is still on green. Alright, so cool. I don't have any Stoned Chakra news or updates. Oh, yeah, that's a lie. I re-recorded my 80 bar challenge because I was going to mix it today and it just wasn't where I wanted it to be. So I re-recorded the 80 bar challenge and that's sounding way cleaner. Still got to edit down the video, but that should be completed, I'd say, by Sunday. Put a clock on it. Got a clock on it now. I don't know what is up with me today, but it's been like hard to get the motivation, I suppose, to do shit. But I'm trying out here. I did a whole bunch of adult shit, like trying to get healthcare taken care of, getting that taken care of and getting out of the way. Making sure that my student loans don't come to eat me. And I think after doing a bunch of that, I was just like, I'm gonna go take a nap. And then the nap lasted way longer than expected. Hey. Oh, and then this morning, it's just been a weird start to the day for real. Like I let Greta out this morning to go pee pee. I let her out to go pee pee. And as soon as I let her out, see, usually she just chills in the yard, you know what I mean, takes care of business, comes back inside, and I stand out there with her. Today, I let her out there, and as soon as I let her out there, there's 2 other dogs running the streets. And then that I end up chasing her halfway down the street. The dogs that are loose are barking all crazy and shit, like, it seems like one of them's got a screw loose, and then Greta's just sitting there like, trying to play and shit, but the other dog is clearly not trying to play. It was something that I wasn't trying to deal with in pajama pants and slippers. Either way, it was a rough start to the day. Oh man, do I have a bowl left? Alright, so I might have a little bit of a bowl left that I can toke on as we sit and wait for the witching hour, 4:20. That bowl's about done. Worst part is, like I arranged to have this taken care of, but after only being back awake for like the last 20 minutes, I would say that I don't want to leave. I should probably do something about my anxiousness. Anxiousness. I get pretty bad anxiety when driving, especially like during rush hour. And then I also get like that paralyzing anxiety where you just like think about shit to the point where you don't even move. Like you think to the point of paralysis. Yeah. And then I've also been kind of feeling trapped, if that makes sense. I've been feeling really trapped this morning. I don't know what brought that on, but all of a sudden, like that word specifically kept replaying over and over today. So, had to do some breathing, some oh yeah, I was planning to read that book. You know, sometimes the day just gets away from you. With very, like, a decent amount of time left, I'll go ahead and, oh god. I kept telling myself that I had a dab left, and then I opened up the container, and it is a sad state of affairs. Oh, that's the end of it. That's the last. That's the itty bitty nitty gritty. It's all I got left. Thankfully it's Wednesday, and I have a solid over 24 hours before the next Getting High with Stoned Chakra live. So hopefully by then I can live up to my name in a more suitable manner, especially now that I'm out. I'm officially out. The boys well, I guess once I heat up the rig and then take the hit, I'll be officially out of dabs. But yes, all my containers are empty. We empty out here. So in the meantime, as we wait for the sands of time to slowly tick away in the hourglass, I'm gonna participate in a few puffs of my Yocan vaporizer. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure I had to get this cart. Had to be over 3 months ago. Like, this was gotten back when I was still like slightly going out and about, because I always liked to have the carts, you know, at the ready, especially like in the car where you just do a puff and then go on about your business. Take a little puff before you go into the grocery store, you know, mitigate some of that anxiousness. But as I like started ordering more shit, like doing Instacart and whatever, this became less necessary. And when it got down to it, I was just like, well, shit, because they're the same price. It's like, do I want to get a gram of vape, you know, a gram of cart concentrate, or do I want to get myself a nice gram of crumble concentrate, shatter, you know what I mean, batter? And I went with the latter. You know, no regrets. No regrets. Only regret was I didn't get more. Boom. Then again, I underestimated myself and my ability. I was like, yeah, it'll be fine. 5Gs will last me. Act like I forgot my name or something. Like, who the fuck do I think I am? Only getting myself that amount. I thought that I made up for it because it was different flavors and shit. Now, it was not enough. It was not enough in the streets for your boy. And now I'm out here being real frugal with it. As we wait with bated breath for the 420 extravaganza, which will consist of a single hit from the Dab Rig. No more, no less. Keeping it real simple. And keeping it real short also. And that's how it is. Sometimes hump day isn't the day that it was cracked up to be. You know what I mean? Sometimes you were literally just getting over the hump. You know what I'm saying? I'm okay with it being that type of Wednesday for me. Usually I'm more up and at 'em, but you know, I'll take a more subdued and laid back, more minimalistic Wednesday. I'm all right with that. And I'm afraid of going out into the streets because at least off of like, you know, Google News and shit that I've been seeing on social media, it seems like gas is going to be an issue. And I wasn't trying to deal with that either. Like, even in my hermitness, in my recluseness, or would it be reclusiveness? Yeah, it's probably reclusiveness. In my mode of keeping to myself, I still was like, maybe it would be a good idea to run out there real quick and get some gas. And then I didn't even do that. So yeah, I mean, that should give you an idea of how much I avoid interactions with the public. And this was something before COVID, and COVID just gave me the best excuse. Because even before shit popped off, I was the one waiting until 2-3 o'clock in the morning to go grocery shopping, specifically so there would be no one there. What's up, Dean? Just your boy over here talking about his idiosyncrasies and the madness. Not sure if there's actually a method to it. Well, I guess there was a method. My method was avoid people as much as possible. I would take jobs that wouldn't require me to drive during rush hour. I would take drives that would allow me to sleep in. I would take jobs that would be close enough that I didn't have to drive far in order to avoid traffic and or road stresses. Like, I'm pretty sure I worked night shift for a decade just to avoid morning traffic. Yeah. And then when I finally, like, had to deal with morning traffic, and it was still pretty awful, I just, like, went back. I was like, yeah, I'm good on that. I think what made it worse was, oh shit, it's 419. Yeah, I think when I started back up to school and I had like in-person classes before COVID popped off, like I would have to deal with traffic to go there, and I was like, this is kind of whack too. And then when they switched to online classes, I was like, all right, that's fine, I'm down, let's go. But the trick was I was overloading myself, and actually getting out of the house was probably helpful, and not being able to get out of the house was probably hurtful. Probably adding to the feelings of being trapped, which I was feeling today. You know, it comes and goes, but today it came with a vengeance. You know what I mean? It's like, what's up? It's your good old buddy, that trapped feeling, here to say hi. Oh shit, it's 420. It's 420, guys. Happy 420. Oh, golly. Yes, I agree with both of those statements. People are overrated, and smoke them if you got them. But I will add a caveat, because, you know, we're speaking in generalities, and I think that should be a given, but I'll go ahead and say that not all people. But God, I'll be goddamned if that number ain't few and far between. Like, come on. Like, I already know that when I have to get another car, one, I'll probably get one with more doors, and I'll probably not get a manual. Not because I don't enjoy it, and I will credit the manual with making me feel less, only slightly, but less anxious, because I feel like I have more control, or as much control as you can have with a bunch of motherfuckers driving 2,000-pound metal cages at 60 miles an hour. But, you know, it does give me a little bit of sense of control, but I am completely willing to give that up if I am forced into a position where I have to deal with traffic. Because traffic is annoying, but traffic in a manual makes you want to blow your brains out. Or just me. Maybe that's just me. You know, maybe that's just the issue with your boy. But, like, especially on the highway, being caught in traffic is one of the most maddening things I've ever experienced. Oh, no. It is traffic, but this was, like, specific traffic. The traffic that really solidified it for me, where I was like, oh, no, I am really gonna avoid fucking traffic now, was when I went to Electric Forest, and then you finally get off of the highway, or you start to get off the highway as much as you can, because the off-ramp is backed up all the way from all the cars trying to get off. And then you spend the next 2.5 hours in a long line of cars trying just to get into the venue. And then it's the same thing to get out. Like, getting out was... Getting in and getting out was like one of the most horrific things I've ever had to deal with. That was like my first time driving to that festival myself. Like, I've been plenty of times, but it was always me catching a bus, going with friends. This was my first time driving myself. Never again. Like, once I did that, I think that and one more experience, I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna do this again unless I do it right. And when I mean do it right, that means I am not doing any of the transportation. That means Ubers, cabs, planes, buses, shuttles, all of those things, so that I'm not behind the wheel. Bruh, when I just look around at all the fuckery, like, that's why I'll bring it back to the point of waiting until 2 to 3 a.m. Like, I take that same attitude if I have to travel a long distance. Like, I'll wait till nighttime so that there's less people on the road, especially for like a long trip. Oh yeah, I'm just waiting till like 11 p.m., maybe 10 at the earliest, and getting out there, because trying to do that shit just during normal business hours. I was supposed to go, oh my god, I think I got like caught in rush hour in Tennessee during the daytime, and like, it wasn't as bad as coming in and out of Electric Forest, but it was pretty fucking bad. I was like, oh god, why did I do this to myself? And it was hot. Either way. Plus, I didn't have to worry about that because, one, last summer I straight up said, all right, I'm gonna give up my summer so that I can really push through school and get this taken care of. But I made that plan before COVID happened. So then COVID happened, and it's like, oh, so I'm not even missing anything. So that made it a lot easier. But now shit's getting a little real. Like, I think it's like too late for me to sign up for summer semester, so I'll probably won't do that. And I probably have to reach out to advisors because shit got a little wonky October into November. Because I'm like, all right, I'm going to go start school. I sign up for all my shit and I'm ready. So I think I've registered for all my classes and I got all my shit taken care of by November. So from November to January 20th or whatever, I'm just chilling, waiting to start. Ready to get my shit packed up, get my own spot, like the whole nine. And then literally 2 weeks before I start school, my mom just, I guess decides is a strong word. My mom has multiple strokes. So then I'm dealing with that right before and during like the start of school. And, you know, I'm still doing that. I'm helping a stroke victim, going to school full time, serving at a movie theater. And then around March 15th, I get the call like, yeah, we're going to be shutting down. You won't be needing to come in tonight. Okay. And then we get switched to completely online classes. And then we're like, all right, so what's the deal with this virus? And then over a year later, basically, I started off thinking I was going to be doing one thing. Well, two things. I thought I was going to be going to school and serving. and then that became just going to school and then taking care of stroke victims. But it got worse and worse as time went on. Like, that was the thing. Like, first semester, 3.25 GPA. Second semester, 3.25 GPA. Third semester, I'm holding. And then around September, I just fall into a serious depression. I stopped doing everything. Can't get out of bed. End up going to therapy for about a month and a half. But in that time, I had to decide something had to go. And I was like, school has to go. So now that I've done that, I'm going to have to reach out to an advisor, get records from my therapist, and see if I can get my F's changed to NAs and hopefully retake. There was a lot of extenuating circumstances. It was wild and crazy times. It's not like I was just doing super well and then I just said, Like, so hopefully I can get that worked out. Like, I already refilled out the forms and shit. But I am happy that in that time I have found something, an outlet that allows me to have a sense of routine and a sense of movement in the direction that I want for my goals when it comes to Stoned Chakra. And I think that's a big help. But now the thing is, I'm going to have to start spinning. That's how you already know I'm high. I'm going to have to start spinning multiple plates. Something that I was hoping that I wouldn't have to do. But I'm guessing it's a thing that is inevitable. So I'm gonna be your Stoned Chakra getting high guy. I'm gonna be making the music, probably working the way that shit's looking like down in Washington, and then going back to school. But I'm hoping that I'll just be able to take from now till September to really just focus on this and money, and then that way I can really hit the fall nice and strong instead of jumping into summer and fucking it up. And as much as I don't want to, I'll probably have to sign up and get stabbed up with the vaccine. Even if it's just for the simple fact that I want to be in the actual building with the actual teachers and no more virtual learning. Because another major obstacle that didn't help with the situation last fall was I was taking object-oriented programming, and I was about 8 or 9 assignments into the class, and the teacher hadn't graded shit. Like, just hadn't graded any of the assignments that I turned in. So I had no idea if I was doing it right or not. Like, I literally could have been writing programs that didn't do shit. like I could have been writing programs that just said chicken when they were supposed to solve interest problems. And they would have had no idea because nobody was grading my assignments. So when it got to week 10, 11, 12, I was just like, I can't keep doing this. I reached out to the professor multiple times and I got no response. And then I just stopped doing the assignments because I didn't know if I was doing them right or not. And then literally, once I decide that, I'd say 3 weeks later, they decided to grade all of the assignments at once. So I get grades for all the ones that I did, but zeros for the ones that I didn't do. And the best part is, even though I got full credit on the ones that I did, there was no notes to whether or not I did anything right or wrong. Just say no. What am I saying no to? Everything? You want to be famous? Shout out to the bots. Shout out to the bots. I appreciate y'all. You know what I mean? My show would not be the same without you. You know, every bot message counts, you know. So we'll see. We'll see how things shake. Hopefully, I can figure something out. But, you know, sometimes things just don't work out. Oh, don't be a guinea pig. But if I don't do it, then I can't do all the things. They said it on the TV. It must be true. And I get it. And maybe things will be different by September. And I can keep to my regimen of just not going anywhere. But if I'm able to get the stuff handled and get back on track into getting my degree, then I honestly will have to consider it, because I can't do the virtual learning again. I need to be able to be up in a motherfucker's face, even if it is 6 feet away, and be like, yo, I need you to look at this Python code and tell me if I'm doing it right. I can only watch so many fucking YouTube tutorials, motherfucker. Like, do your job. Do your fucking job. And I get it. I understand that they're getting paid significantly less to teach me to do a job that's going to pay me significantly more. But that's the, you know what I mean? Like, oh. And I like not paying my student loans. That's another major factor of me even looking into this, because I know that the COVID grace period is not going to last forever. And as the working poor, I don't have the money to be paying for student loans on non-college jobs. I can't be paying college prices with a non-college job, basically. And that's what I would be forced into doing if I don't handle this within a manner before they decide to say fuck everyone. Which, by the way things are looking, seems to be coming up rather fast. I was under the impression that I was going to be able to focus on this, like focus on Stoned Chakra until September, with the good old help of COVID unemployment relief. But they are introducing, I say about 39 states, including the one that I currently reside in, are reinstituting pre-COVID unemployment regulations and guidelines. Reinstituting, job checks, applications, and all the like. So there's a likelihood that I could lose my benefits. Even with doing the requirements, there's a possibility that I could lose them. So once I discovered that, your boys looked into handling the school shit. But a benefit, an added benefit that I will say, is that I don't have a balance with the school. So even though I didn't do well last semester, and by well I mean failed out, there isn't a balance, so that was a good sign to me. Because last time I fucked up, they're like, yeah, you fucked up, B, so we're gonna need this money back, or we're gonna need this money back, so and that hasn't happened. So I'm hoping that reaching out to the advisor will be fruitful. If not, I'll keep breathing. I still owe DDP a session. I've been doing DDP yoga for the last 6 weeks. And today was a session that I haven't done yet. So it, again, back to my anxiety. Something new. It kind of threw me off because, you know, I'm already used to doing the Diamond Dozen. I'm already used to doing energy. And then I started doing the fat burner. But then today was red hot core, and I haven't done that yet, and it threw me off. You know what I mean? I didn't know what it was. I don't know any of the positions in that specific exercise regimen. So that's probably going to be a late night thing because I've psyched myself out of it to this point. Like, I'm not going to be able to get that done and then get everything that I need to do to get out the door when I need to get out the door. So that's going to be a late night session. Don't worry, DDP. Bang! I got you. It's not a large problem. It's going to get done today. I'm not going to miss my Wednesday session. But you freaked me out. Luckily, though, even though I was freaked out, I took a look at it real quick, like skimmed through it, and it's shorter than a normal session. So and when I saw the pictures flashing, because I tried to just skim it and not, I wasn't trying to give myself too many spoilers. I wasn't trying to get too many spoilers for the DDP yoga workout, red hot core. But when I was just skimming through, it seemed basically to be what it said it was in the title, red hot core. It was like basically you on the ground, like a lot of groundwork. Like, so you were like laying down and like, look, I think I saw like bicycle crunches, and I think there's like, some push-ups and maybe some like broken table crunches. So a bunch of groundwork. Like, I won't have to be doing any sort of lock it down, ignition. And I'll be completely honest. Sometimes like I'll have everything like locked in, and then it's like, all right, I'm already fucking tired, bro. Bruh, them broken table crunches ain't no motherfucking hoe. Those broken table crunches, bruh. When I get to like the third down to like the last one, so the fifth one, I am shaking like a motherfucker. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna fall the fuck over. Like, I think I fell over once, and I was like, wow. Out of shape, bitch. You out of shape, bitch. But I haven't fallen over since, but I still get the feeling like I'm gonna. That shit, man. Like, if you're shaking, good. Like, nah, that ain't good, motherfucker. I'm about to fall over. Bruh, exactly. He wants to put that shit at the tail end. Like, bro, it's all good. Like, it's just groundwork. Why are you being such a bitch? I'm not having you ignite. I'm not having you do all these slow arm movements while you basically hold your breath. Like, that's another thing. Like, trying to keep in tune with the breath shit. Like, I have to double it up. I have to make the YRG workout my own. Like, he's like, I'm taking breaths the whole time. Like, you got me fucked up if you think I'm gonna be flexing my entire body as big as my fucking calves and thighs are. Like, you are tripping if you think I'm gonna be flexing my entire body real tight and like and breathing the way that you're breathing, bro. You tripping. And it's clear that you ain't making the breaths like that because you fucking talking and shit. Fuck out of here, B. I'm making the YRG workout my own. Like, it's all right. Make it your own. You need a break, bruh. Especially during fat burner. Fat burner is like one of the first times where I look down at my heart monitor and I am like above where I'm supposed to be for the fat burner zone. It's crazy. Heart rate at 160 and shit. I'm just like, oh, better go in the safety zone. But yeah, man, I'm glad you're sticking to it. Since you're sticking to it, well, I was gonna stick to it anyway. But it makes me feel better that you're sticking to it. I was just talking to like, yeah, I'm out here doing this shit by myself, with nobody out here on the mission. But I'm doing good. Like, did I have any? No, I didn't even have any sugar today at all. Like, I had a fucking black bean burger with some sandwich thins that are made out of cauliflower. So it's low carb with like 7 grams of protein just in the bread. And some motherfucking cheese. Yeah. I didn't order a smoothie today because I usually save that for after the session, and since I didn't do it, I was like, I don't really deserve that smoothie, you know what I mean? Yeah, like I've done that I think twice already. It was usually always Friday too. Like something would happen on Friday where I just wouldn't be able to get it in, and then I would just make it up on Saturday. Drop soda and french fries as a start, but not fully up. Bruh, I'm not like fully dieting. I'm just, well, I guess I am on like a diet of sorts, but I'm not following whatever is in that PDF. Cause nigga, I ate Doritos the other day. Like, like I had a piece of pie the other day, but it's just way less. Like, you know me, the shit's just way less. I think like the last sugar I had was like 3 days ago, and it was that pie. But I don't like crave it, so like, oh man, I need it. Like the only thing that I'm thinking about, honestly, incorporating into the shit that would probably be frowned upon is goddamn some sort of caffeine, like coffee or Red Bull. Cause the fucking store, Kroger, I was getting the kombucha tea, and that's got caffeine, and that like gets me right. But now they ain't got it, and it's like, oh man, I be crashing hard. Like that's why I started the show like 3 minutes late, cause I was crashed out around 2:40. I was like, man, I need to lay down. Yeah, grains is tough. I knew I wasn't gonna be able to cut it out completely, so I just went with like the best grains possible, which is why I was fucking with Corito for that hot little minute. Cause Faro is like, when it comes to grains, is a pretty alright grain. And then I was even more happy because I was gonna get those sandwich thins anyway, because it was like, way less bread. But now that they got those ones like made out of vegetables with the fucking protein and shit, I'm like, all right, we might be able to do something with this. So that's been working out. And then I've been getting like protein smoothies from Smoothie King as an after workout thing. So I've been trying. You already know I'm about that water life, so there's been plenty of that. Yeah, I don't think I've ordered anything else really. Like before, I was ordering noodles or whatever, but I even cut that out. It's been strictly Smoothie King. Like every time that I go to like think about getting something else, I just be like, I just get a Smoothie King. And I don't know if I'll keep with them. It's just been easy. Because it was a nice mix of ingredients, like mango, ginger, banana, strawberries, fucking spinach. It just had it had a nice mix of stuff, and it said it had a catchy name, so I fucked with it, and it actually tasted good, surprisingly. And as a creature of habit, I've just been repeatedly getting this. I think I got some receipts here. Yeah, here's one. Here's another. Same exact drink. Metabolism mango. I got the shit so much that I put it as a fucking line in my Redman 80 bar challenge. Like that's how ingrained that shit is at this point. Like mango ginger. But to be fair, it doesn't taste very gingery. I'll put that out there. If anybody in the streets, in the internet streets, is interested, I didn't really taste the ginger. So if that's something that you're looking for, keep that in mind. I might have to venture out because I'm about to go out into the world after this broadcast in order to make sure that I can have a broadcast Friday, basically, because I'm supposed to be getting my re-up Friday, but in order to secure shit, I'm going to go make something shake today. And while I'm out in the streets, I might try a tropical smoothie cafe and see if I can, like, try and craft basically the one that I've been getting there at Smoothie King from Tropical Smoothie Cafe, but who knows? Let me take one more last big slap of the vape to close it out. Yes. God damn it. That was right. All right, it's been getting high with Stoned Chakra Live with your boy Stoned Chakra. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and Sunday nights at 10. Feel free to visit stonedchakra.com for all your Stoned Chakra needs. Hoodies, shirts, stickers, magnets, music, showtimes, tickets when they're available, all the good shit. Feel free to hit me up on my social medias. It's Stoned Chakra on every social media platform unless I'm not on it. And if there's one that I should be on and you just want to, burden my life with more useless apps that I fucking hate and I only have because I fucking make music, hit me up with those because I need to be on them too. Ugh. Peace.
Yes, I feel the pain. Yes, I feel the sharpness.